Guess what? It grows the economy. Benefits everybody. Hurts nobody.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Joey. Super excited to have a new video for you today. Got a little bit to go over. Had a bit of a fun weekend this weekend. My band was playing probably about 2.5 hours away, 2.5 hours or 3 hours away. So bit of a road trip. Wife and I had to get a hotel room.
Hi, welcome to our room in Quincy.
Is this a living room right here?
It's the living room, dining table, and more than usual, right? Microwave, an ice maker. Ooh.
Ice maker?
Yeah, king size bed, which is nice.
Which side is my side?
That side. Did you see the bathroom?
Is this the best Quincy has to offer?
Probably. Well, we won't be here long. We'll be in and out and stuff.
Next time we're in this room, we're going to be very tired.
Yes.
Since it was like a 2.5 hour drive, client wanted us to play from 7:30 until 10:30, which is fine. I figured that was enough time for kind of 3 of the 5 of us to drive back home. So that meant they would probably get home, around 1:30 in the morning or something like that. And I kind of felt that was probably all right. Nobody had to stay in a room. Most of the time, the musicians would prefer to be home, that night. So it was nice. They were able to get back home at a decent time. So what that meant for my wife and I was, we finished at 10:30. We did our final encore with the band. And basically they packed up and they went. And at that time, the client had asked us, hey, is there any way you could play for another hour? So we basically do a duo set where it's like a club set, DJ type music, dance music, Calvin Harris, that kind of thing. So the band packed up, and then my wife and I played for probably about an hour and 10 minutes, which is quite a bit longer. I think I only agreed to do 45 minutes. And but we were having so much fun that we went on for about an hour and 10 minutes. And I see a lot of questions and stuff about people saying, oh, you never know what the client's going to ask you to do. And if there's still people dancing and stuff, they're going to ask you to stay later. And trust me, this happens all the time. People act like this is some kind of unusual thing. I really get caught by surprise for this. It shouldn't be a surprise at all. And it's definitely something that you do not want to be discussing at the event when all the chaos is going on. Everybody has had, not us, but everybody at the parties had a lot to drink. And it's usually towards the end or at the end of the night when people are usually very tipsy. It's not the time to be doing a financial transaction, so what I do is I have it in my contract, what happens if we are asked to play for another hour. And sometimes if it's a certain party like this one, where I knew that they have a tendency to get rowdy, I've done this party before, I let them know, said, hey, the rest of the band has got to leave and go home, but my wife and I can do this kind of music, send a couple videos, send some audio. Client loved it. Thought it was a great fit for the party. So I talked to him at that time and said, hey, you can decide this at the, last minute, see what's going on with the party. Do you want to extend this for another hour? And if so, you already know what we agreed on, to do this. So it was very easy. Finished up the night and we called our last song. And then the client came up to me and said, hey, we're still having fun. So, you and your wife do the final set. And so we said, yeah, that's great. So we wound up doing probably about 60 songs for the whole night. And that's a lot of work. And plus load in and set up and everything else. It was quite a bit of work, but it was a lot of fun and great food. Everything was really, really good. We had a great time. So wife and I headed back to our room afterwards, and man, we were tired. It was like we had been hit by a truck. Got up the next day like 7:30 in the morning, which is sleeping in for us. We're typically up, pretty early. So we were up by 7:30. I think we got home by like 11, something like that. So a good night. It was definitely a lot of fun. So that was my weekend this weekend. And got a quick question I thought I'd look at. It says, this guy, I'm looking for advice from anyone who might have ever been in my position before. Posting anonymous since fellow band members are in this group. I'm in my mid-30s and I've been playing in a bar-level cover band for most of my adult life, making $100 a night, give or take. So this is kind of similar to what he's talking about. It's kind of similar to like the people in Nashville that play on Broadway. They do these 4 or 5 hour nights of music where basically the crowd kind of comes in and out. These types of bands, they repeat a lot of songs because, the crowd turns over so much that they just kind of, repeat a bunch of songs. But just these bar bands, that have pretty much made $100 a night, give or take, since the beginning of time, since I've been playing music. There's been these gigs that do pay this $100 a night. There's a lot of club owners and a lot of clients and people like that think that that's what the music is worth. They basically see a band and, oh my God, that's so much fun. And, oh wow, they're just jumping around on stage and, hanging out and partying with everybody. This is a dream job. They would probably take $100 because they're thinking you would probably do it for free. And there are actually a lot of people who would do it for free. Scary as that may be. I'm none of those things, but basically this guy says, well, I've been making $100 a night. And I'm not rich by any means, but I'm very comfortable in my current career. So this is one of the types of players that I run into a lot. I hire a lot of these guys who have day jobs, don't want to quit their day jobs, maybe have retirement that they're working towards, all those things. So I do deal with a lot of this type of player, and these types of players are great. I have no problem with them. I've wanted to get into a real music scene for as long as I can remember. So it looks like, meaning I think that's what they're saying is they want to, transcend. They want to break out of this $100 a night rat race. So he says, I've wanted to get into a real music scene for as long as I can remember, but yet before that, they say, I have a decent day job. I'm not rich by any means. So I guess what this person is saying is for the right situation, they would be encouraged to leave their day job, I guess is what they're saying. But, betting on being in a band and stuff is a tough way to go. Bands break up, takes 5 people to kind of do a gig. And, if 1 or 2 of them leave, kind of sets you back a little bit. There's a lot of shuffling around. People definitely come and go. Tough way to go, especially for this guy. I can tell that he doesn't mind his day job. He goes, this week I got a call out of the blue from a band that is playing the casino, festival, larger show circuit. Turns out through a series of connections, this band knows my work. He's kind of patting himself on the back. He's kind of saying, oh, I'm a great player and well respected, and he's familiar with my work, as a guitar player. I've got a good name, and who knows, maybe he does have a good name, but he's making it look like, oh, agents and managers have been following me in my career for so long. They've seen me, go through all my, tremendous accomplishments. So, and it turns out through a serious connection, this man knows my work and decided to poach me. Decided to poach you. So, from what this person said earlier, he just says that he's been playing bar bands for most of his adult life. I have a primary band, lots of hired gun calls. You're not likely a partner in the band or a business owner in the band. So, and he says, dream come true, right? Wrong. Problem is, as cool as it is, it's not a full-time job. So yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. There's a big risk in leaving your full-time job with probably medical benefits and that steady paycheck. People have mortgages, people have bills, and paying them with the band is not easy to do. While I'm saying that, basically I've never been a contract player. I have always been the business owner. So that kind of is different for me. I'm betting on myself. This person is betting on other people. This person needs other people to have a successful situation and then bring him on to add to their successful situation. But with him gone, that successful situation would continue to move on if the band owner so choose to do that. So this person's in a precarious position, wanting to leave their day job. Looks like they want to play music more, which is great. I commend the person for that. But this business, if you're just a contractor, is not going to pay all your bills. Real quick, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate the people that have kind of chimed in on a few things and, helping me to kind of get this new channel started. Please let me know any comments or questions. There are always different ways to approach things. I have never, ever said that my way is the highway or the best way. I've never said that. I've just said kind of what's worked for me. A lot of times in life and in bands, you have to make quick decisions, and I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at solving problems. I'm pretty good at handling people, pretty good at handling clients, pretty good at working my PA and kind of getting having a fun show. And, those are all the kind of things that I've been working on. I appreciate it if you would subscribe and like. We'll talk about a lot of things regarding money, about, what people make in cover bands, also all the way to investing. I've definitely spent a lot of time the last 10 years coming up with plans for musicians to make money playing music and a way for them to keep their money playing music. So it's kind of a well-rounded channel. I'm going to get into a lot of things. I'm going to talk about whatever I want. This channel, I'm doing a lot of unscripted stuff. I want it to kind of be off the cuff. I want it to be, just knee-jerk reactions to things, because that's how the real world is, man. Sometimes you're afforded time to think about things. Other times you're not given any time to think about things, and it's just, you got to just, run right into a burning building sometimes at an event, and you have to make decisions quick, and you got to live with them. And you've got other band members that are kind of watching you make these decisions, and if you kind of mess up, they may not consider playing with you anymore because it's too risky. You don't have their better interest in mind, those types of things. So please like and subscribe. Liking definitely costs nothing. Share if you have some friends that play music that are looking to maybe make that jump from full-time job with benefits to no benefits, no schedule, playing in a band, which, could free you up for the whole week to kind of do whatever you want instead of having to punch in from 9 to 5 every day. That was a big thing for me. I couldn't work a day job. I couldn't get to anywhere on time. When it comes to working at a job or dealing with the boss, I don't do well at all. I learned that very young. Not a good employee, but a good business owner. So this person says, the band is booked over about 4 states, which means a lot of travel. So your day job ain't going to work out here. This could really put a damper on my full-time career because there would be a lot of Thursday, Friday, Saturday overnights and travel days. Yeah, which is a lot of fun. It's kind of similar to a cruise ship is a little bit more work than this, but this is kind of the next step to getting busy before ultimately like the most busy being the cruise ship. So this is definitely a step up, which means that, you know, a few gigs in a weekend is good money. Although I'm not necessarily married to my day job and I'm not rich, I did work hard to get where I'm at, and I do make a pretty decent sum for the work I do. It's already like pulling teeth to balance the job and the band I'm in now. And if I take this opportunity, it's going to get even tighter. Yeah, this is the crossroads, man. This is the fork in the road. What are you trying to do here? You know, you're in your mid-30s. So you still have time, you know, if you don't have any kids in life and, you know, you're not weighed down with crushing debt, you can do one of two things, man. You can, if you do not have a massive 401k or penalties for leaving your job from that 401k, meaning are you vested? Are you not vested? If you don't have a 401k, you don't have health benefits and you've only been there for a few years, screw it. Leave it. Take a chance on yourself if you're in your 30s. You can still make some mistakes in your 30s. It's not until your 40s where you got to, you know, reevaluate. Then take a chance on yourself. Go this way. Get rid of your job. You know, if you have health benefits and you have a 401k that's pretty sizable, you have a home, that you have a mortgage, you have kids, you may not want to do this. In fact, you may want to reconsider music altogether. I'm sorry to say that. I am. If you're in your mid-30s and you're only making $100 a night and you seem to be okay with that, this is not for you. This is a nasty, nasty business to be in. And you need to go a period of time without making money. You have to be good at saving money. All these things. You maybe just want to try to get more in with your day job to increase your money there would be my bet. I don't know this person's financial situation. I don't see their tax returns. But I would say this could be a lot of fun going this way and playing music without the day job, meeting people, getting experience, learning how to run a band. Maybe you can use this as an experience to run your own band. Learn what it's like to be a band leader and all that comes with it. It's a tough job. It's a hard job. And, you know, my advice to you, if you could, you know, go towards playing the music, is just do this and try to find out what works and what doesn't work. Become a band leader. Start your own band. I'm not looking forward to that conversation with my boss or the bands that I'm playing for. For those who have been there before, is it worth the upheaval and chaos? Seems like a major opportunity fell in my lap, but my responsible self isn't so sure. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like I said, it's the crossroads. This is, you could wind up playing music and having something good happen for you and it could explode and you could take care of yourself playing music. It's not far-fetched, you know, to think that way. If you're in your mid-30s, do it. That's all I got for you today.